Hi everyone, Ilda here from I Love Doing All Things Crafty, and today I want to share with you one of my very first DIY projects. Back in 2010 or 11, I had an Etsy account and I was selling these credit card loyalty card wallets, and at the time I had just made them out of paper. Then I started blogging, and a couple years later I remade the credit card wallet using duct tape, because the first one that I had done was just made out of paper, so it was starting to fall apart. Well, this one is now 4 years old, and as you can see, it's starting to tear. So it's time to make version 3 of this. So today I want to share with you what I've learned from this. It's been pretty handy. So all of those loyalty cards that you get from stores, or the credit cards that you don't use every day, that's where I store these, and I just keep them at the bottom of my purse or in a pocket, and then when I need to, I just reach for it. But it's been very well loved, and as you can see, it's now falling apart, and it's time I make another one. So today I want to share with you how I made this one and what I'm doing to create version 3 of this. So let's get started. Okay, so for this project you're going to need decorative duct tape, packaging tape or Scotch sealing tape, a pair of scissors, a pencil or pen to write, double-sided permanent adhesive, some Velcro dots, positive and negative side. Okay. A cutting tool. I'm going to use my X-Acto slicer. Envelopes. I picked these up at the dollar store. Pretty inexpensive. You will want to have the 3 5/8 by 6.5 size. And the reason for that is so that you can snugly fit a credit card or loyalty card in one of these. So I'll show you here by opening one of them. Fits perfectly, and you will want to cut it shorter than the actual card so you can pull it out. Okay, so then you are going to cut your pieces 4.5 by 9 centimeters or 1 3/4 by 3 5/8 inches. Okay, so this is how I made this version 2, I'm going to call it, of the loyalty credit card wallet. And I made pockets with the ends. Okay, so I'll just show you. I took the envelope, and if you get the or the sealable kind, it makes your life so much easier. So what I did is I sliced the end here, and I just used the ends for my previous one. This time I think I'm going to be doing it differently, and the reason is because of all this wear and tear. That's where the credit card or loyalty wallet, whatever we want to call it, fell apart. So I think I'm going to do it a little differently this time, and I'm going to show you how. So go ahead and grab one of the envelopes, and if you buy the sealable kind, they just make your life a little bit easier. Okay, the next thing you're going to want to do is get your packaging tape. And the reason we're going to use packaging tape this time is because it's going to help protect these sides. So I'm just going to put some tape and fold it over on itself on the sides of the envelopes. And you can already see what I'm doing here. I am just creating protection or extra protection on the edge. Sorry, this is a little messy. On the edge of the envelope. So when you do go to slice it, it's protected. So there shouldn't be any more of that paper wear and tear. Now when it rubs, it's a smooth surface, so it should last way longer than the last one did. So you're going to want to do this with all your envelopes first. So So I'm going to go ahead and I used 25 pockets for the last one, so I probably could get 3 pockets, so 8 envelopes. It'll give me 24 pockets. So let's go with 24 this time. Or sealed the edges of the envelopes. So at this point, see, don't worry about the edges because you're going to be chopping these guys off. So now I'm just going to grab my slicer here, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut those off. We're going to want to cut these down to, where are my measurements? 4.5 by 9 and 9.2 centimeters, or 1 3/4 by 3 5/8 inches. So let's slice these guys up. So we are going to 4.5 centimeters here. So there, or 1 3/4 inches. So I think we can make at least 3 per envelope, maybe more, we'll see. Yep, just 3. All right, so you're gonna want to do that for the rest of the envelopes. So now I've got all my pockets made. I should have 24 here. Each envelope gave me 3. So the next thing you're going to want to do is grab your adhesive runner, and you're going to want to go as close to the edge of the pocket as possible, and you're just going to layer one on top of the other as you go. So let's start here. So as you can see, I switched to my ATG gun simply because I ran out of the Tombow adhesive, and I actually think that the ATG glue is stronger than the Tombow adhesive that I was using. So I actually would recommend you using your ATG gun if you have one. So let's just finish up this last part. I don't know what's easier, to hold it or to tilt it up and line them. There we go. Alright, so now you have the inner works of your wallet here. So these are all the slots that your cards will go into. Okay, so now we'll set this aside, and we're going to get the cardstock portion, or the outside of your wallet. So for that, you're going to need a cardstock cut to 20 by 9.5 centimeters or 8 3/4 inches. And this is just plain white cardstock. It's 65 pound weight, and you can even use any scrap piece of paper that you have. Just a little bit thicker, not copy paper. Cardstock would be better. Alright, and then you're going to grab your decorative duct tape, and you're going to cover the entire piece. So I'm going to start off doing the edges. And I'm going to see here. Actually, I'm going to slice it off first so you can actually see what I'm doing. I'm going to lay down my piece, and then kind of look for the middle of and I'm just going to lay cardstock like that. I'm going to get another piece of tape and do the other side as well. Cut to about the same size, and so this strip is about 21 inches, give or take an inch. Oops, sorry. Moving the camera here. Okay, at this point you're going to take your scissors and just slice the tape until the corner of the cardstock there. And then you're going to fold the top piece down. You're going to bring down that piece. So we're not going to need all this. I think I cut the strips way too long, so probably don't need 20 inches of duct tape. That's kind of wasteful. Oh. Alright, so then you're going to push that piece down. You're going to do the same thing for the other side. Sorry, I keep moving the camera. I'm just going to go so that it meets at the middle there. Okay, and then you're going to fold this edge over that piece. And this will give you a clean edge on the wallet. And this is going to be the inside of the wallet, so don't worry about the unfinished edges there. So I'm just going to start roughly about the middle there. We're going to work our way on the outside of the wallet here. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to just take it and kind of work the cardstock and the tape so that it kind of curls on itself, making it more pliable here. Alright, now you're going to grab this piece that you've already made, so the accordion part of the wallet. You're just going to take a piece of duct tape. I'm just going to tear it here because why not? And I'm going to flip it over. And I'm just going to take another piece, do the same thing. And this part won't be seen, so don't worry about it. And I'm just going to fold those edges in like that. Alright, so you've got, oops, I want to make sure that the part's sticking out. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, the reason I didn't leave the ends on this time is because you get a lot more out of one envelope. If you do it the other way, you just get the ends of the envelope, so you only get 2 pieces. This way you get 3 pieces, or maybe longer depending on what size of envelope you use. So what I'm going to do now is, maybe I cut that way too long, is I'm going to feed this piece up and fold this top edge here, and then bring this guy around and fold it up through the inside, so that maybe leave a little bit. You don't have to bring that in. Like, I cut that piece too short, but I could, if it was longer, I would have just wrapped it around. But I'm just going to leave a little bit of slack here, and then when I think I've got enough, I'm just going to push down. So this will imitate the end of the finished edge of the envelope. So I'm just going to take a card here, let's see, and just test it out. See, that way it just still doesn't fall through, and it will hold your, it will hold your card in place. So now that you have that part done, you're going to look for the smoothest, well, now I should have done that before, but anyway, you want to leave the smoothest part of your envelope or accordion on the top. So I didn't do that before, but I'm okay with this top. And you're going to put adhesive on this piece here, because we're going to stick it to the front. Oops, and I shouldn't have had adhesive on the back, but I did. And I'm going to put extra adhesive on there to make sure it's not going to come apart. Then you're going to line up the accordion piece on the center of your cardstock there, cardstock front. I'm just going to push it in place. Now I'm going to add, I had already added some adhesive, but I'm just going to add some more. Make sure that it's nice and sticky so it doesn't fall apart on you. Alright. You're going to want to leave some slack just so that the wallet can open up like an accordion. Alright, see, there you go. Now it'll open up nicely. That little piece is in there holding the cards up. And now all that's left to do is add your Velcro dot. So, the easiest way I found, where is my other part? Okay, so you'll take the, I guess, the base of your Velcro dot and find your center. That looks about right. Then you're going to take the top part of the Velcro dot, and I'm just going to line it on top of that. And then you're going to make sure your edges are lined up, and then you're going to close it. There we go. And push it nice and tight together. There you go. And you're done. Your DIY credit card loyalty card wallet. Super easy to make. It takes probably an hour, less maybe, of time to make. And I'm just going to pause it, fill it with my cards, and I'll be right back to show you. So I've gone ahead and filled my wallet with my loyalty cards. And as you can see, it's pretty full. I actually have to go through them again and remove the ones that are expired because some of them are already expired. Hopefully this wallet will last me another 4 years. This version 2 of my wallet lasted me well over 4 years, and the paper just started to split. So hopefully this one will last a little longer, since I did finish the edges with packaging tape, and that should protect it for many more years to come. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you haven't yet, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye.